due respect, I dabble into his song because I have a special interest. It really inspired me, and Baba Olatunji Yusuf, and especially Baba Haruna Shola. If you look so deep into my music, you will realize there's never a record in which there will never be a reflection of Apala music in it. That's the reason why when I wanted to introduce Fuji, when I wanted to turn Gure into Fuji, I was all alone. That was 1966. Then I started to sing. I tried, how can I be able to convince people that this, what do I call this music? I'm changing from Gure. Gure is purely for Muslim. And it's only 30 days till the time of Ramadan. After that, 30 days no more till next year. But people have been encouraging me to turn it to professional. Then how do I call my type of music? One music has been played in Lagos at that time by Alhaji Dr, Esaka, Alhaji Dr, Saka, Alhaji Dr, Jolly Lawa, Bashiru Abinoye. That happens to be my senior brother. And my senior brother as well, Alhaji Kawu Aminu, Baba Ralia, lots of those big and old people has been playing one sort of music in Lagos at that time, as at 50s, called Fuji music. But this is not the type of Fuji music they are playing. The name of that music was that Fuji was fading out while we are growing. So I decided, what do I call it, Fuji music or what? And then I remembered there's a mountain in Hong Kong that is named after Fuji, and it happens to be a mountain of love. So I decided to name that my type of music Fuji music because of that two reasons: the fading away of that name, that type of music being played in Lagos, and because that mountain is mountain of love, and what really I want my music to be is nothing but music for love. So I decided to borrow that name. So I really borrowed that name. Then when I turned music, when I turned it to Fuji, to professional music, then I renamed it Fuji music. That was in 1966. My first record was released on the same day with King Sunny Ade's first record.
Same day? By
the grace of God.
Please say that again. So that
my first single record, Quote Me as Authority, and asked from Shola Ade. He's a senior brother of mine and happened to be a very close friend of mine, King Sunny Ade. My first record was, that single of 3 minutes was released same day with King Sunny Ade, first record in 1966 by Niger song, now African song 2IC. That was 1966.
Now, how did you succeed in popularizing Fuji music?
Yes, that's a very interesting question. It's through dedication, love, and interest. Anything worth doing at all is worth doing well. That moment in time, that was 1966. If you look at 66 through something around 78, for that 12 years, it was the reigning of Juju music, all out for Juju music. And I wanted to come in with a brand of music. Then I have to really use my own strategy at that time to popularize my kind of Fuji music, because it appeals only to the Muslims that time. And when you want to turn pro, then you have to really extend it to beyond religion ethnicity. Then I tried my possible best. If I want to sing out, I say, okay, if I love Anabi Muhammad, then I will recite the Holy Quran. Then I say, if I love Anabi Isa, then I start to say, just to draw the Christian. Even the other religious aspect, traditionalists, I don't want to leave them behind. Then I will say, I just use that as I said this name, and it works for me.